Hi, future doctors. Welcome to the next class. So we discussed parallel plate, capacitor, capacitance. What is the formula for that? Parallel plate capacitor is two metal plates separated by distance small d. Each plate area is going to be A. What is the capacitance means? C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Here epsilon naught is permittivity of this medium or free space. If you take this entire medium is going to be occupied with a dielectric of dielectric constant. What is the definition for dielectric constant? A is equal to in electric charges and fields we said epsilon by epsilon naught. Did you remember this one? Then epsilon is equal to A times of epsilon. Next force, what we got force? F naught by F. Did you remember this? Electric field E naught by E, isn't it? Now from this you will get potential also. What is potential means? V naught by V. V naught is potential in vacuum. V is potential in medium. Potential is going to decrease, correct? Electric field also decrease. So F is equal to F naught by K. E is equal to V naught by K. V is equal to V naught by K. Now, if you fill this with dielectric in medium, in place of epsilon naught, C dash is equal to epsilon A by D. Some people will write this one as C naught, this one as C also. C is equal to epsilon A by D. Epsilon is permittivity of this medium. Now this epsilon we can replace with K epsilon naught. So now C is equal to K epsilon naught A by D. Now what is epsilon naught A by D? We came to know C naught. Therefore C is equal to K C naught. So capacitance increase K times. If you place dielectric fully, capacitance increase K times. Therefore, capacitance depends on this medium also. Next, if you have taken these plates as circular plates, each plate, circular plate of each radius small r, separated by distance d. Now, what is the capacitance of this one? If it is area is there in between these two means, C naught is equal to epsilon naught A by D. What is A area of this circular plate? What is the area of the circular plate? Pi r square. If we are taking square plates, square metal plate, each or conductor, each side area means each side is going to be separated by distance d. So if it is vacuum is there means C naught is equal to epsilon naught by d. What is the area of the square plate means A square. On this also they are going to ask. Okay. Now if this dielectric is placed partially, dielectric is placed partially. So this is a capacitor. Separation is D. Each plate area A. So what is the capacitance we said? Epsilon naught A by D. Now I placed a dielectric of dielectric constant K, thickness small b. Now what is the capacitance whenever we are placing partially filled dielectric? Now this is going to be, except this dielectric, remaining place is going to be air or vacuum. How much distance air is going to be occupying means total distance minus T. So if you want to derive the formula, what is EVD relation? E is equal to V by D. So V is equal to ED. Here, electric field is occupying in air, electric field is occupying in medium. Therefore, total potential, how we will write means actually derivation is not required for you. So E naught, how much distance occupied by air means D minus T. d minus t. Just if you observe the diagram, so total distance minus thickness gives air occupied plus E in medium. What is E in medium? We said E, how much electric field is there in this electric field into thickness. Correct? So just in previous slide we discussed E is E naught by K. Therefore, here if you write E naught into D minus T plus E naught by K into T. If you are taking E naught common means D minus T plus T by K. So in previous class we discussed what is the electric field in between these two plates. When plate separation is D, area A, one is positively charged, one is negatively charged. What is the electric field in between these two plates means? Did you remember what we got? Sigma by epsilon naught, D minus T plus T by K. What is sigma? Sigma is nothing but surface charge density. Sigma equal to Q by A. So V is equal to Q by epsilon naught A, D minus T plus T by K. So if you bring this one this side, Q by V is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T plus T by K. So what is this Q by V we can write? This Q by V we can write capacitance. Capacitance, whenever dielectric is placed partially means this is the final form. C is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T plus T by K. For our convenience, we will write this one like this. D minus T common means 1 minus 1 by K. Very, very important formula. Whenever dielectric is placed partially, capacitance of capacitor. Now, capacitance increases or decreases? See, epsilon naught A by D, C naught is equal to epsilon naught A by D whenever space is empty, air or vacuum. Now, this one we got D minus something. So, this value is going to, distance is going to decrease and capacitance is going to increase. If you place dielectric fully, capacitance increases K times. If you place dielectric partially also, capacitance increases because distance is going to decrease. This formula you should remember. Now, same question between two metal plates, they place two dielectrics or three dielectrics, n number of dielectrics. They can place any number of dielectrics. Once we got the logic, we can write all equations. K2, T2. Separation between these two plates is D. So each plate area A. Now what is the capacitance formula? C is equal to, so epsilon naught A by D minus. This formula if you apply, T1 plus T1 by K1. This is 1. Isn't it? Next. Minus T2 plus T2 by K2. So like this we have to write each and everything. So minus T, okay, plus T by K. Therefore, finally we will rearrange this one like this. Epsilon naught A by D minus T1 plus T2 plus T1 by K1 plus T2 by K2. Like this we have to write. Let us assume if they have given 3, then what we will get here? Minus T1 plus T2 plus T3. T1 by K1, T2 by K2 and T3 by K3. So if you don't want to write like this, otherwise, if you want to follow this equation, then you have to write like this. C is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T1 into 1 minus 1 by K1 minus T2 into 1 minus 1 by K2. This is the capacitance when two dielectrics placed like this. If N they placed also, we will write formula like this. So capacitance increases by placing dielectric in between two metal plates. Correct? Capacitance always increases. So today you can practice, you can have these formulas. K times of C is equal to Kc naught. If circular plate area pi r square, square plate area A square. If rectangle type they gave, L into length into breadth we will take. Whenever it is filled partially, so we got this formula, very, very important formula. This formula is very important, d minus t into 1 minus 1 by k. And if two dielectrics place, this is the formula. So in 2025, this year, they have given question on this equation, but calculation it will take little bit time. So like this, if you remember formulas, you can do problems very easily. So on this, still how they may ask the problem. You have to remember this t into 1 minus 1 by k. If they place the metal plate here, if they place a metal plate here in between partially, so k is going to be infinity. K is going to be infinity means anything by infinity is 0. Therefore, we will be getting this formula epsilon naught a by d minus t. C is equal to epsilon naught a by d minus t if k is going to be infinity, metal plate. Like this they will ask. Just you can practice today these equations. Still how they will ask questions on this, we will discuss in our next class. Thank you.